and scared him off.
You should have killed them, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause they,
I
they,
know
they,
that pellet in his ass made him. He stepped off, and I ain't seen him
oh
since.
yeah. But that, nah,
Yeah,
it was like, man, when I opened up the door, young, that joint was out on the chicken, just yanking his guts out.
getting
You know what I'm
out.
saying? Yeah, he was yoking him up. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I was
he
like,
had a
hey,
mouthful of guts.
yeah. So I tried to be like, hey, he just flew off. You know what I'm saying? So it was too late. I was
He
like,
gotta
damn, he
keep a
got my
pellet gun.
chicken.
He gotta keep a pellet gun by the back door,
Man,
Carl.
ain't no pellet gun dealing with no hawk. You know, and when I say dog,
Man,
I
I
live in
got
the
a pellet
country,
gun.
dog. I live in the country. So when I say, man, I remember one time, man, me and we built the deck out the joint, right? So we out there sitting on our deck, and it's dark. So it's street lights and shit out here, but it's dark. You know, they spaced out. So man, we hear something just whoo, 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 and all you hear is whoo, whoo. So then next thing you know, we looking around like, oh, you hear it's coming, and it's coming closer, right? Next thing you know, that joint swooped down, an owl swooped down like 10 feet away from me, dog. No lie, yoked up a squirrel and snatched that joint off and flew away. And I was like, man, what the fuck? It's off the joint. That shit scared the hell out of me, man. I was like, oh, it's time to go back inside. You know what I'm saying?
Not that jump while he was right there, though.
Right there, cuz. Right there. It's not
Damn.
no game, man. They gets down out here for real, for
Man, you better
real.
keep yourself a high power pellet gun by the door, man, with a scope.
Shit,
You play too much,
ain't
dog.
no pellet gun doing nothing with these big ass, man. I live,
Man,
young, you ever
yeah,
seen,
whatever. I put a pellet in your ass, I bet you run for the border. You know what
but
I'm saying?
I'm telling you, when you talking about birds, country birds be a lot bigger. We ain't talking pigeons, dog. We
Because
talking,
when we was kids, I went to North Carolina every summer because that was where we went. You know, my
yeah,
people got land down there.
yeah.
My cousin, he was the only child on this land with my grandparents and shit like that, so he used to have everything.
Right.
Man, we been shooting bows and pellet guns. You know what I'm saying? We would tear their ass up, man. I tell you, they go, you get too
Get a
high power
pellet
on the scope,
gun.
tear their ass up. I guarantee you that Hawk would have got the fuck, and he would have
Nah,
failed on two
but
feet,
so,
two blocks over. He would have been on the ground.
but it was like it wasn't like up close, so it was at a distance. So by the time I opened up the door and was like, "Hey," the joint was already gone.
You supposed to
Yeah,
came out with your scope
yeah,
and ain't say nothing. If you
I
would have
guess
said
so.
nothing,
See,
you could hit him right in the eye.
I wasn't even prepared for that. I ain't gonna lie. I just opened up
That's
the
why you
door
gotta keep
to
a
look at.
pellet gun with a scope beside the back door. I
I
just
was
told you
just. It
that.
was a nice day outside. You know that fucked my whole day up watching my chicken
I can imagine.
get knocked off like that. But it happens.
For
You know
real,
what I'm
for real.
saying? That's what you
It's the
call it.
numbers game, dog.
Yeah,
It's the
you
numbers
know,
game.
that's
You know, you
that's
get more.
wildlife for you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no different
Man,
from, but hey, they just more they more straightforward with they shit. The animals, you know, it ain't no
yeah,
different from
they
human
bolder.
beings. Yeah, they gotta be though. You know what I'm saying? But listen, we was talking about the story about the Panda Express. The chick says she had they talked her into get naked at a seminar, and now she's claiming sexual assault or whatever, what have you. And now, what did you think about that when you first heard that story, dog?
She probably stayed long enough to get herself a sexual harassment charge against them. Cause for real, you go there and they doing stuff like that, you just get up and leave.
Yeah, just
You know
get
what
up
I'm
and
saying?
leave. Get up and
Just leave.
leave.
You like for real? Oh, my bad. I
Yeah, I'm
thought
in the
y'all was
wrong
doing
spot.
something else.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought
yeah.
y'all was doing something else.
They in here
I
getting
gotta
naked.
go.
I gotta go. This
I
the
need to
wrong.
go.
I didn't know this
Yeah,
was this type
yeah.
of party.
So
I got to go.
she
But
she
then
stayed long
okay,
enough to get herself a charge.
she did. She did. Now, do you think that's fair? Because you know, like, I when I think sexual assault, I'm thinking, you know, somebody holding you down and they assaulting you. You know what I'm saying? Like in this case, she got the power of persuade. She got persuaded to take off her clothes. Does that really count as sexual assault if somebody persuades you to take off your clothes
I don't know,
when you had
yo.
the opportunity to leave?
I
You know what
be
I'm saying?
hearing stuff like that. It's kind of wild. Like that other story with a girl, with your man Watkins, where she say
Yeah,
he
she
talked
shitted.
her into sucking his dick and then
She
back
shit
off.
on herself. That's
Yeah,
some wild
I
shit,
don't know
man.
about that. I don't know. Am
See,
I? Hold up. Do I gotta be responsible if you're gullible and vulnerable?
yeah, because you know, man, you know what be funny? Fuck it, man. Let's get to the show. We gonna discuss this on the other side. Let's get to the show. man, welcome back to another edition of the Are We Not Men Show. As always, it's me B, and as always, I got the homie P with me, man. What's going on, brother? Good to see you.
Oh man, living baby. Good to see you. How you?
Man, I came, man, same shit, different roll of toilet paper. You know how it is, man. So you gotta just keep wiping and keep on, do what you gotta do. But man, before we was talking about sexual assault, and like it's been a wild week, bro. Like this week has been wild. Like you had the Deshaun Watson stuff going on. You had the shooter in Georgia. Now you got the shooter in Boulder, and then you had a couple
Shooting
of
in Texas.
yeah, shooting in Texas.
10
The
people
one,
got shot in Texas.
yeah, and that was that one ain't even get a whole lot of play like that. Uh,
Because it was nightclubs and it probably was ethnic people. You
yeah,
dig?
and then you had the other two shootings that took place. But they might not have been. Let me ask you a question, bro. When they say when does a shooting evolve into a mass shooting? Like, is it like after over three, or is it like a certain number where it kicks it into becoming a mass shooting?
Over two, and it depending on who's the person that's telling the story.
Okay.
Because it's all about the words that you use.
Yeah.
It's just nothing but semantics. So
Yeah.
I think over two,
Over
because you
two.
said two is a couple,
But you hear
three
the
is a
term.
crowd.
But then you hear the you often hear the term triple homicide. Like I mean,
You
you
do
rarely hear the term quadruple homicide.
quadruple,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
quadruple.
do,
You don't
but
hear, you
rarely.
don't hear five. You don't hear
Nah,
five. So maybe it's
maybe
after
I'm
you kill
thinking
four
four.
people, it's a
Yeah,
mass shooting.
I think four is a mass because
You
you. I
kill
mean,
four people.
yeah, but like over this last week, man, we gonna get into that later about this shooting shit. Do you think we open up back too soon?
For sure. Um, just because the numbers were going down, it wasn't time. You open back up when the numbers are very low, and
Right,
there's still decent numbers now. And then there are other countries that opened up too soon, and they're going through it again,
back
and they
up,
had to
yeah.
reclose back down.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it is what it is. They do
See,
what they do. There's nothing
I,
we can do about it.
I think they fucked up by letting each state do their own thing. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
Because you talking about you went from they did it. They didn't gradually open back up either. Because you went from like in a lot of instances you had like a 20. You could have a 25-30% occupancy load, and then you went from that to open all the way back up, and we ain't gonna have a mass mandate in some cases. Uh,
But see, remember from the beginning, we said that it should have been a federal mandate in the first place,
right,
and it
right,
wasn't. The
right.
reason that the pandemic raised like it did was because they gave the states the individual right to pick and choose,
Exactly.
and a lot of the states did that thing they did. No mask
Hmm.
mandates. Let the people do what they want, and that's why it raged like it did. And now we're getting on the other end of it, where they're
Hmm.
opening back up too soon because there's no federal mandate.
You think? I mean, that, and then you. I think people's will to want to get back to normal is always because you essentially sent people into a frenzy when you did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you was talking about if we would have gradually opened up little by little, like you know, go from like 30 to 50, then maybe to 75, but to just do it all at once, especially right now, especially when you gave people the stimulus, so people got a little bit of money, and you talking about spring break. You put all those two things together, you got the
Oh
perfect
yeah,
storm.
don't forget about tax return.
Yeah, you got
People filed
so
their taxes
yeah.
early and got their little tax money. They're
Mm-hmm.
ready to go.
So you saying that a place like Florida, uh, they got spring break and everybody's spring break ain't at the same time. So you looking at another wave of
Spring break
people.
all the way until summertime.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
this Miami thing is just the first wave of spring break. You know what I'm saying?
And they ain't gonna take it back to school and spread it to
Yeah,
everybody else because
yeah.
it ain't over. They're
Cause
down there partying. You seen it? They ain't got no mask on.
nah, and you see what's happening. You know what I'm saying? You see just the like the frenzy state that people are in. They out there wilding, doing whatever. You see the two little dudes. They drugged and raped the little young lady, and she died. And then they went and spent their money or blew her credit cards to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So when you talking about sending people back out there like that, shit like this is bound to happen. You're going to see, and now you starting to see the shootings take place. Uh, how long have we been open? A week, maybe 2 weeks.
depending on where you are.
Yeah, and you think about that. We talking less than 2 weeks. We've already had at least 4 shootings that we know of. You know what I'm saying? And you could talk about the other two little shootings where the people killed up their family and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I think this gonna be a bloody summer for real, for real. If they don't close it back down, I think we gonna be headed for a lot of other mass shootings. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, for real. And I think there's two things you're gonna see pick up be because we open back up too soon. We're gonna see the sexual assaults pick back up. We're gonna see and we're gonna see the mass shootings pick back up for sure. Um, we already. I mean, we talking about what two in just this week. Now, what did you think when you heard about the Atlanta shooting?
With the Asian
Yeah,
folks,
with the Asian folks.
I initially figured it was some type of sexual hate crime, but they kind of dismissed some of the theories that I had early on. Anytime lives are lost, it's always it's disappointing.
What's your theory
Uh,
though? What's your theory? I know you said you thought it was like some. You said it was coronavirus hate at first.
yeah, over the Asians. I said it was an Asian hate thing based on the coronavirus thing, but the dude said that wasn't it. You
So
know,
what?
I think he just I don't know.
I think he. I
It's hot.
think nah. You
Time to
know,
get hot.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. I think this is what happened in that situation. I think he went. He used to frequent that spot when during the pandemic, and probably during the pandemic, he was probably getting service because the business had slowed down. So he's probably getting preferential treatment during the pandemic. I think they opened back because Georgia opened back up like last week or something, right? So it opens up, business returns, and now he's got to wait in line, and he's like, nah, I don't want to wait in line, and the lady was like, you know what this is. I mean, I'm not. I think he fell for the Asian chick because he thought it was something there that really wasn't there. And I think he snapped and he killed her and the people that she worked with. Because the truth is, why he.
No, no, he went to more than one spot. He
But
didn't just
why.
kill the people at that one spot. He killed like
Yeah.
three, four spots.
But you got to think about it. He targeted certain. He went to 3 or 4 spots, but he targeted just the Asians. He could have went to the strip clubs anywhere and shot up if that was the
No,
case.
it definitely had some personal element to it. It
Yeah.
had to.
I think he fell in love with one
Nobody
of them.
those places.
I think he fell in love with one of them youngers, and she told him that, listen, I'm for the streets. I can't be, maybe he was trying to take one
I
of them
think he
away.
was horny. I think he was horny and got wild and fell in, after he killed the first person. He
He
fell into
said,
some
fuck it.
bloodlust and went on a bloodlust killing spree. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's not sick. He's just a mental. It's a lot of mental health issues
yeah,
in this country. And
absolutely.
this
Absolutely.
virus has personified him because you
Yes.
sitting in the house, you ain't been to the doctor, and if you was ever going in the first place, but now you just got yeah. He was sitting in the house and started getting delusional. It's probably some psychic shit.
But let me ask you though, but you would think, all right, we always talk about adapting though. Like, you don't
I
think you
mean,
could
I know
adapt to online dating? You know what I'm
I
saying?
can. We're not speaking of a person with a rational mind. We're speaking of somebody that's lost a few marbles somewhere down the line. Went in the house and went crazy.
Yeah,
Sitting in the house and went crazy.
yeah, I guess, man. That's
See, me,
crazy.
I'm personally different. I ain't big on going out.
Right, right.
I figured what I would do was surround my house with all the stuff that I like to do. That way, I technically really never have to go out.
Which leads us to the next time we was talking about is Deshaun Watson. Like, what's your thoughts on that story, man? That's a wild story. We up to 22, dog.
It's sad because he came out initially and was ready to defend himself, and he's going to defend himself. But then you just get more and more and more and more.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, like I always say, one person probably lied, two
yeah.
people might have lied.
But
By the
three,
time you got to like 22 people,
yeah, somebody ain't
did
lying.
something to somebody. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And that's just probably gonna be the end of his career right now.
yeah,
Because if they got Michael Vick over some dogs,
yeah.
You know,
They could void that man contract though. But see, my
that
problem.
and the collective bargaining agreement where they
Yeah,
can void his contract
yeah.
if he gets into some law shit. I'm pretty sure
Mm-hmm.
they might have to pay him something, but I'm pretty sure they can void his contract,
Cause he got 150 million extension though, right?
something like that.
He got some bread, and but what's sad about this story though is that, man, that I don't get it. When you reach that level of money, you got to start thinking like a business. You can't be out here trying to pimp strangers. You got to go get you a madam, or you have to have somebody on the payroll for that type of thing. If that's your thing, you like getting massages and then, a happy ending, then that's what you pay somebody to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't just go out here meeting people on these social media platforms and flying them out. Like, you a stranger to me. Why am I going to try to sit here and talk you out of your drawers? You know what I'm saying? Like, when I could just have somebody dedicated to that. You know what I'm saying? And if that person that I pay, she might know somebody else that get down like that. But me, myself, I'm not going out there to be meeting people. Like, people laugh at the Tiger Woods thing, but Tiger was out. He had people that was working for him at times. You know what I'm saying? They would go get the people and bring them back. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you putting yourself in a situation to be in the room with somebody that could put you in a situation like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get that. And you talking about this is clearly this is your thing that you like to do. You like to get massages and try to get more stuff to go down than what they initially bargained for. But it's
You
just
about
like,
happy ending and shit.
yeah, man. But see, but then it gets back to the thing. Like we was talking about old girl when she say she shat. Is it shat? Shat is the past tense of
Nah,
shit.
she shit.
She shitted on
Shit
it.
is probably the,
Is it
yeah, she
shitted
shit it.
or shat?
It's shit it.
That's not. I think it's shat.
I don't think it's shit
It's
though.
not shat. Man, we gotta
I don't
look at
know
it, man.
shit.
We gotta
I
figure
think
out.
that's a word you've been making up for years.
Nah,
I
man.
remember. I
I
know
don't think
you.
it's shitty.
You've been trying to use that word for years,
I
and
think it's shat,
that's not
man.
a word.
But nah, whatever it is. But I think that girl say she shit herself while she was given the happy ending, and she
For sure.
blacked out. So number one, that's what I'm talking about. Why are you dealing with people that's not prepared for what you
You know
trying to do,
why?
man?
You know why?
Why?
Because all the money that you can have, he's still just a human being, dog. Just a common motherfucker. Just a regular old dude, and he was doing what he always do.
Yeah.
Just got nothing to do with nothing else. You know what
So
I'm saying?
you saying
Like
money don't
you know how they
change?
used, you know
Money
how they
don't
used to say
change?
you could take the person out the ghetto, but you couldn't take the ghetto out the person,
Yeah.
and that's really real a lot of times. And I'm
Yeah.
not saying he's ghetto. I don't know him personally, but whatever it is that he does and was doing before he reached that level of stardom, he still like to do.
But
And it
let me
ain't
ask
about
you
the
this
money
though.
for him. It's about the fact that that's what I do. You know, it's
Yeah.
22 people, dog. He
Yeah.
obviously been doing this shit for a while.
So you don't think money change you though? Like you
Money can
don't think
change,
you elevate to a different level of hope
not
or
everyone, because there is no such thing as every everything for everybody.
right.
There's no instance where everybody's going to do the same thing. So no, I don't believe that because everybody don't. Some people changed. Some people got their money and definitely went bougie upper class and said fuck that ghetto. Some people look at your trick daddies and your people like that. They're still just common. It's they always was. $1 million didn't change it.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
and
tell you
that's just
this
that.
though. I'm gonna say this though. I agree with you, but I disagree with you because you know why we are in an age where you can connect with like-minded people in the blink in a second. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's not nothing to do with what we're talking about, though. We're talking about the fact that you are who you are.
right,
Sometimes the money can elevate you. Sometimes the money won't. Sometimes the money can make you a worse person, or money change people in different ways. Sometimes money don't change people none. You know what I'm saying? It's all depending on who you are. It's not a you can't put a grand stamp on the whole money thing. Somebody got some money and what they
right.
do. Everybody got some money and did something differently. This
Ab-
person obviously can't get over the fact that he liked doing what he was doing.
He like happy endings.
You know what I'm saying? He like his
He
happy
like, he
ending.
like, he like, he like, he like, he like his happy endings, man.
He need
That's
his happy
terrible,
ending,
though.
dog.
Yeah, man. But that's
He ruined himself over the happy ending too.
yeah, man. Yeah.
And then they gonna be so happy.
You think you going to jail because of this?
he may not go to jail, but he's going to lose his job,
Hey, he's gonna
and
lose his job.
you know what I'm saying, his financial security, because
It's
he may have
done.
invested some, but he definitely about to drop 100 million over this.
Oh yeah. You think he make? Do you think he comes back from this, or he's done? Like he Ray Rice done?
Yeah, he's probably done.
Yeah.
It's 22 people, not like one person, and that's it. Like Ben Roethlisberger,
All right.
he did
Check it
like
though.
two people. He was white though. You know what I'm saying? He did like
Tiger,
two with
Tiger,
one or
Tiger
two
did.
people.
Tiger did 20 plus though. You know what I'm saying?
Did he?
Yeah, Tiger did 20 plus. Easy.
Did they sue him for rape though?
Nah, it wasn't. I think
Person, this
nah. Nobody
type
claimed
of
Tiger raped
type of
him. It was
sexual
just
assault. This is different. This is sexual assault, dog.
right,
This is,
right, right.
you know what I'm saying? They say he was forcing his dick in people's mouth and shit or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, some wild shit like that.
Talking them into it at least. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that means. What's that mean?
But this would be okay. This would be like we've seen it happen with with Weinstein. It was rape and all that shit and
Yeah.
underage and everything. See, um, I'm waiting for them to bring out the underage girl. When they
Mm,
bring out the underage girl, it's a wrap.
definitely threw.
It's done. He going to
I think
jail.
he threw. I think he threw anyway.
I
I
mean, I
don't think.
think
I don't believe he'll go to jail. I
yeah,
believe they'll settle. I believe they'll all settle out of court. They were trying to get some money. Had he paid, they might have not even came out.
he's
Somebody
still
probably
done
would
though.
have.
You
Yeah, I
think
think that. I
he
think
got to
that.
be done? There's too much damage done, man. You know what I'm
I agree.
saying? It's way too much damage, man. I mean, but it's
By the time the movement be posted up outside of the Houston Texans office with their
yeah,
picket signs,
yeah. I told you,
is
bro.
never have another job.
I told you. Now that we opening back up, Me Too and mass shootings is back. They coming back like fucking hotcakes, man. It's about to be big this summer. You gonna see nothing but Me Too. The Me Too movement has rejuvenated itself due to this
I'm gonna
shit.
stay in the house.
You got to. You got to. You can't even go
I'm
outside,
gonna
man. It's not
try
even
to
no
wait this
game. It's not.
virus out.
It is not safe outside, brother.
I'm
Cause
gonna wait this virus out,
you gonna
dog.
have
I'm
to.
still waiting.
You gonna have to. Cause I mean, by the time if they don't shut this shit back down, we looking at a bloody summer and a lot of rape charges or sexual assault. Cause I don't even know, like sexual assault now could be anything. That's like if you bump into somebody the wrong way, like they could say
You
that's
feel a
sexual.
girl's butt, that's sexual
Yeah, that's
assault.
sexual assault. Yeah. So if I rub you or if I touch you in any manner, cause they was trying to say my
Um,
man Cuomo kissed somebody's hand and that was sexual assault, right?
yeah, it's a couple of more people said he did something because Me
Yeah.
Too came out.
Yeah. Oh, Me
You know,
Too. They got behind that.
Google Cuomo.
Yeah.
They on
Okay. But
Cuomo.
I'm talking about.
They
I
on
know
Cuomo.
how many people he up to.
I ain't
Is
really
it
heard of
double?
no more than the two.
Okay. It's
I don't
not
know.
double digits though.
Could be.
It
Could
might be.
very well
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. That's crazy though, man. Hey man, it is what it is, man. But whatever y'all do, man, don't look, man. Keep your
Don't
hands
be
to
so
yourself.
stupid,
Yeah.
man.
Keep your
You know
hands
what
to
I'm saying? We gotta
yourself, man.
start telling y'all don't be stupid again.
Keep your hands to yourself, man. If you know, listen. If you ain't already agreed that listen, we came to an agreement that this is what we gonna get ourselves involved with. Keep your hands to yourself.
Nah, man, that don't even mean nothing, Joe. It's a story this week where the lady said that the man, yeah, this is the same Deshaun Watkins. One of the ladies was like, he had had sex. No. It's you didn't. I'll forget it, man. It was a story where the lady
Yeah.
said that the man was flying her out there, and the dude, Army Hammer, the Army
Okay.
Hammer story
Okay.
dude.
Okay. Right.
You know what I'm saying? She
Yeah.
said that she had sometimes, let him hit it,
Right.
but they was like some of the times she said no, and once he started hitting it for whatever reason, and she say no,
I
it
say
was like
this.
it still was some kind of wild rape. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, but I say this. It all depends on what state you in. Cause in the
Yeah.
great state of North Carolina, once I stick it in, you got to let me finish.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's the law.
Yeah, that's the law. Like that's the law, bro. Once we get started, you got to let me finish. So, but I mean, that's food for thought too. But keep your hands to yourself. You feel me?
Man, you better find out your state's law.
Yeah, yeah, definitely find out the state's
You
law.
find out your state's law.
But man, And always remember, man, people ain't shit. Even if cause you seen my man, they hemmed up my man for cheating. I ain't never really watched the dude Jackson or whatever. He got
What
caught
do?
up. Some dude, some relationship dude that be trying to tell people how to run their relationship and shit. And he ended up getting, he a fake ass Steve Harvey type dude. You know what I'm saying? Always want to try to tell everybody. Cause he be for the women and shit. You know what I'm saying? But and he ended up getting caught out there with a cheating on his old lady and shit. So now everybody making fun of him and shit. But you know, at the end of the day, man, don't be stupid and just remember, most people.
Stop sexually harassing people, man.
And if it's
You know what
too,
I'm saying?
what they
Sexually
say,
assaulting people, man. Cut it out.
they always said this. If it sounds too good to be true, it
It
typically
usually is.
is.
Usually
Okay,
is.
motherfuckers, ain't nothing in
Usually is.
this world for free. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody just gonna be nice to you for free because they like you. You know what I'm saying?
And you never almost never get what you pay for. You always pay for what you get, but you almost never get what you pay for. But you
Already, man.
always gonna pay for it though.
Yes,
You gonna
indeed.
pay for
Yes, indeed. Here we go.
it. Let Deshaun Watson was he was supposed to be jumping. He was supposed to be roasted. He was defending somebody. Look, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That was a gem right there. You always get what you pay for. So you know if
Nah, you never get what you pay
oh
for,
yeah,
but you
absolutely.
always pay for what you get. You
Yes,
know what I'm saying?
yes, yes,
Person
yes.
asked me what the difference was. The difference was you when you paid that money, it wasn't worth what you paid for it,
No,
but you definitely had to pay for it.
but you know what?
You know what I'm saying?
But see,
Definitely didn't get it for free.
my thing is this: if a person hits you on a DM, a celebrity, and you're a nobody, you're not a celebrity. I mean, what do you think that person wants from you? You know, so either
Think
you
he flew you into town for a
yeah,
massage for real?
exactly. Let's be smart, people. I mean, you don't put yourselves in situations, and I'm not blaming the women. I'm not
Nah,
blaming,
hell no,
but I'm
hell
saying
no.
it go
It
both
also go
ways.
back to don't be so fucking stupid. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? What do you think he's gonna want this millionaire flying
exactly.
you to for a
For a
massage? Did
massage.
y'all have the terms? Is
Yeah,
it an all weekend massage?
yeah,
Like, it's nobody in your town that can massage you. You
yeah.
flying me? That makes no sense.
So basically,
Makes
man,
no sense.
Deshaun Watson ain't shit. And I'm glad we didn't sign that fucker. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad we didn't trade for him. Even
Yes.
Slim, they were sure talking about the Eagles was
Cause you
one of
know,
the front runners for trading for
but
that
you know
fool.
what? They wanted too much for him, though. You know what I'm
They
saying?
wanted too
They
much
wanted
for him.
way too much, and
Wanted,
he don't have a winning record like that
he
to
does
want
not
that
have a
much.
winning record.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he's flashy and he's talented, but his record
The fact that
sucks.
he didn't want to be there and they could get rid of his contract, they
Yes,
should have traded him for a first round pick and a player and just got the fuck on with it.
exactly. Got the fuck. And now
And now it'd
I
be
know
off
they
their
like
hands.
fuck. We gone.
Now we got to go call the legal department and
Yeah,
figure out how to avoid this contract. That's
they
all.
gonna avoid it. But man,
Yeah, that's easy.
the truth, man, the PAS moment of this week is, man, these people out here that shooting these kids. Not they shooting everybody, but they also shooting the kids when they shooting everybody else. There was two troubling stories that we heard. We heard a story from Indiana about a dude that shot up the lady family and her kid because he wanted the tax money.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had another story out of Texas where the dude shot the little kid because the kid spilled some water. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Now, you ain't shit if you shoot a little kid. And these was little kids. These was like 6-year-old kids, man.
Putting guns on kids is awful.
Yeah, you understand? Like, you got to be the most savage motherfucker to do something. Because, I mean, a 6-year-old kid ain't even as tall as a countertop in most cases. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't see and feel some type of way about yourself when you pulling a gun on a kid, you know what I'm saying?
You don't need a gun to scare a 6-year-old kid.
Yeah, you don't. You don't even need to be the kid. All you have to do is have a certain tone with the kid, and they'll straighten right up. You understand? And it ain't even got to be a volatile tone. You know what I'm saying? If you have a stern tone, you can
They may
usually
not
get them.
straighten up depending on who they are, but you don't need a gun to threaten no 6-year-old kid. You
And
can
you
threaten
don't
a
need
6-year-old kid
and
any other way.
you definitely
You
don't
know,
need to
gun is
be
threatening no
shooting.
6-year-old kid.
You don't need to be shooting at no 6-year-old kid. I mean, even if you had a high powered BB gun, like P say, you ain't gonna shoot no 6-year-old kid. You know what I'm saying?
No,
It's just unnecessary, man. Now, I don't know what your beef is with the adults in the situation, so I mean I can't speak on
take it
that.
out on them.
Yeah, but you shoot them. I mean, if you're gonna shoot anybody, I'm not condoning murder, but I'm saying adult business is adult business. You leave the kids out of it. Now you talking about we out here killing kids, and I think it's got something to do. It's a correlation between the pandemic and all this child
Aggression.
murder. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because now you
Yeah,
got
they said all that shit was up.
yeah,
Domestic violence is up like a motherfucker.
like a motherfucker. Like,
I
but
mean, imagine you trapped inside of the house with somebody, and for real, you find out you really don't like them.
nah, you knew you ain't like him from the beginning, dog.
You didn't. You could deal with it though. Now you can't go nowhere, and you're right there, and it's dealing with you.
Listen,
That's what it is.
cause you
That's what it is.
knew you didn't like them to begin with. Like if you did see, cause that's the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Let
If
me
you
tell you
going
something, B. People are good at sending their representative.
true,
You know
but
what I'm saying? You say you going from working 8, 12 hours, 13, 14 hours out of the house every single
right,
day
right,
to being right there with somebody 24 hours a day, days at a time,
right.
weeks at a time, months at a time.
Let me
There's a
ask you
difference,
something,
B.
P. Let me ask you
There's
this,
a
P.
difference.
Let me ask you this, all right, P. How long you think it take to know a motherfucker ways?
Depending on the motherfucker and how much actual time you spending with them.
All
Because
right,
once a week for 2 years is not knowing a motherfucker. For real, for real. Like, say you want to marry a motherfucker. For me personally, you need to live with them.
yeah,
So you can
yeah,
know what their
absolutely,
little dirty little
absolutely,
habits are
absolutely,
and what's the
absolutely.
stuff you can stand and the stuff you can't stand.
Absolutely. But I'm
Um,
telling you, if you around somebody every day, even if you working 12, 14 hours.
you still missing my point. That's not my point. My point is the the closeness set it off. It ain't. It's, yeah, okay. I do know you.
Right,
I do know you don't like
right,
to clean the sink.
right.
But now I'm right here with you 24 hours, and every time I see you, I'm like, God
But bruh,
damn it, I had enough of you.
bruh,
At least look at this. At least before I could get away from you for
you
8 hours. I got 2 hours in my car going to work and coming back from work. I
bruh,
got 8 hours at the job while I have to
stop it.
talk to you. I'm
Stop it.
telling you.
You knew the motherfucker ain't like washing dishes or
It
cleaning the
ain't
sink.
about knowing
It,
nothing,
I'm
B. It's
not
about
P.
what you
It's
can take,
all
dog.
about knowing. You know these
It's
people.
about what you can
See,
take. You already know everything.
yeah,
It's about what you can take. And I just put you in a situation that you can't take. You went from 8 hours a day to 24 hours a day. I can't even stand and look at you. You know
right,
what I'm saying? I used to get a break. I used to get a
yeah,
break from you.
yeah.
Now I can't even get a break from you. That is the difference, B. That's all I'm
It's
saying.
not. It's not because you know what? You just replace that 8 hours, 12 hours with something else. You can get away from a person,
You keep
dog.
wanting to
Listen,
listen. You keep wanting to generalize everybody.
it
Everybody's
is,
not.
man. I'm
Everybody
telling you.
ain't as smart and as self-controlled as you be. There's a lot of dumb nuts out here that's got and
What I'm,
so
what I'm
it's
saying,
and I'm
P.
not gonna keep arguing with you about
What
the
I'm
fact that
saying,
people are
P.
different, dog.
P.
Everybody's
I'm,
not the same.
I'm telling you, P. Yes, domestic violence is way up because people don't like each other. But you knew what I'm saying is that they knew they didn't like this shit was bad before it even got to this point. This just yes, it sent it over the top, but you knew you didn't like that person to
Let me tell you
begin with,
something. Let me give you an example. I'm gonna leave it alone because you don't get it. You got this dog.
right?
You got this dog. You love this dog, man. You love the shit out your dog, but your dog do shit you don't like because
Right.
it's the dog. You know what I'm saying? But for real, you don't have to deal with it that much because you ain't always with the motherfucking dog. You got to go to work. You got to go out and do whatever you're doing. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
All of a sudden, one day, they trapped you in a room with this dog nonstop for 24 hours a day for weeks and months at a time, and all of his stuff then came to a boil because he keeps shitting on the floor. You know what I'm saying? He keeps doing whatever. I'm trying to tell you, his shit built up. Everybody can't
Dog,
handle it like you. You can
listen,
handle it. Some
you
people
going
can't, man. Motherfucker shot a baby. Motherfucker shot a 6-year-old with a gun, dog, because he
yeah,
spilled some water.
yeah.
Everybody ain't as controlled as you be.
Fair enough. I take that. So you think that was over the mother or that was over the kid?
I think it was over the person. People do shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whatever it was over, he didn't know how to cope with the situation enough to not shoot a 6 year fucking old.
Fair enough, but it all goes back to this state. I'm gonna say this too. You got to be careful who you allow and have kids with, and allow around your kids.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, cause
Oh, hell yeah.
oh
You
God,
mixing jeans. You don't know these
yeah,
jeans you mixing up. You get your two
yeah,
crazy jeans together. You be wondering why your son is
yeah,
son of Sam or somebody.
yeah. Cause I be like,
Mm-hmm.
God damn, how you had somebody? I don't. I wonder if
And some
these
of y'all
people
make some ugly little kids too, man. Y'all need to stop mixing the gene pool. What's some
you
little ugly ones?
didn't see that the capability of this person to shoot kids. You know what I'm saying? You can't
See,
tell me that he just snapped
it,
and shot that. You had to seen
it
that.
might have been
You seen
it might
that
have been
trait.
recessive.
You
It might have
seen
been
that.
recessive. He
Nah,
might not
dog.
never
You
showed
seen
that
that
part
that
of
that that trait came out before. You understand? You ain't gonna tell me. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. You
it. To shoot a
traits.
6 year
Yeah,
old, you
that
know what I'm
came
saying?
out.
Like
Nah,
he thought
because
that.
in the
He
year.
saw
All right,
somebody, he was
listen,
like, he might
cuz.
shoot my 6 year old. I ain't
Listen,
think that.
cuz.
Hope I
Listen.
didn't.
Listen. There are 365 days in a year, bro. One day out of one day at some point in one of those days out of 365 days, a motherfucker gonna show you who they truly are. And that's my point to it all. I ain't saying it's gonna last. I'm saying that it's gonna come out. You can't hide that long.
What
Because
about not recognizing it, dog? What about being blind to it? Because people
yeah, people
blind
blind.
themselves to stuff.
I can
You
go
know,
with that. People see what they
people
want
don't
to
want
see.
to see. People
Yeah,
see
people what they
what
see
they
what they
want
want to see.
to
I
see.
agree. And I can feel you on that one. But
People see what they want to
but it
see.
just goes back to what we always say, man. Don't be stupid, and just keep your hands to yourself, man. Choose wisely. Choose wisely who you have, especially right now, because we in a real sensitive time right now. You know what I'm saying? So until the next time we see y'all, man, don't be stupid and choose wisely. And man, just be safe out there. That's all I can
Wait
say,
till you
man.
see the new. Wait till you see the new people ain't shit. The new little alert.
All
The new little alert. Yeah,
right, lad.
like that. You definitely gonna want one.
All right,
You
that's a
definitely gonna
bet.
want one.
Shit, let's do it. All right, bro. Until the next time we see y'all, y'all be easy and peace.